Hello everyone. Okay, that's coming loose. What's going on there? Right. Let's get yeah, it's gone back up, that G29. It looks like they've increased the price again. I don't know what Amazon are doing. They literally it was at 129 this morning, then it got reduced to 109 for about half an hour. And then it's just gone back up to 129 again. So unless it's because of stock levels, they just change the price depending on where the stock levels are. But bit rubbish that they shouldn't really. I don't like that when they reduce something and then they put it straight back up. I need to get the settings on my phone. I've got them on here somewhere. We're just gonna do I haven't even done time trial. I haven't even done a single lap yet for this. I've not been on time trial or anything, so I have no idea what this is going to be like. So it's going to take me a bit to get used to, probably. Race for real, yeah. These Catalunya. I wouldn't be worrying about the last chicane, by the way, on Catalunya, because if they do what they did in the Red Bull Ring, obviously before they went to this new penalty system, people used to be able to, in daily races, they would go run wide on turn one, like really wide, get the penalty, and then get rid of the penalty in the braking zone. Now, you could do that in the time trial when it went to FIA for Red Bull Ring. However, when it came to the race, not the one we just done, I'm talking about before the change in the penalty system, they implemented a server change that meant when you got to the braking zone, the penalty wouldn't go down. So my guess is they might implement a quick fix into the server side of that track somehow. Maybe they may change the penalty to a stricter setting in the settings for the lobbies, which they can do on the server side. So I think if anyone tries that, they might come a bit unstuck and get a big penalty, which would be quite funny, to be fair. So we want 10 laps. Rolling start, fastest first, boost, off, real, weak. Times 12 tire wear, times 4 fuel, default, real. That's 40 seconds. Racing mediums and racing hards allowed, no tuning. Weak on there. Obviously, if I see anyone doing that shortcut in the lobby, I will kick them, because we're not doing that in here. So if anyone tries it in here in the lobby and I see them doing it, I will kick them out the lobby. I think that is everything. What time of day was it? Let me just check the time of day. Yep. So if you want to join in, have a little warm up on this track. I've literally done no practice, so I need to have a good. I'm gonna probably just run 20 minutes, just driving around, getting used to it. 25 minutes, and then we'll be streaming to about 2:30ish, something like that. So be a few hours we'll be streaming for, so we might get maybe 2, 3 races in. So if you want to join, just search the lobby. Let me just do something before I do that, because I forgot again every single time. I need to remember to do this before I go on. Should be ready now, so there you go. This is manufacturer. I don't even know what the nations. What is the nations race? I can't even remember what the nations race is. I think the nations race is a road car again, isn't it? Oh, it's the I know what it is. It's the single make racing nations, isn't it? I'm not sure if I might do it. I'll see how it feels when I try it out. Yeah, the Expo. Right. Let me just message the missus to let her know that I'm streaming for when she's on her lunch, so she doesn't ring. Right. No idea. I'm guessing the new it'll be in start of January. That's when we'll have to sign a new car contract, and I really have no idea how they're going to do it. They need to let people know when they give these options out. They need to let people know how long how long we'll be driving that manufacturer for, because they don't seem to let anyone know. Like I would have probably still chose this car, but it'd be nice if they let us know beforehand. Is it going to be a month or 2 months or 3 months? Lucifer. Alright, so we want the medium tyres on, really. Just try and get used to what they're like for grip. Presume it's just one lap you're going to get done with these, really, in quali. times 12 tyre wear is going to be a killer. Lucifer donated £1.99 through Super Chat. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that donation. No more Runcorn jokes. I'm only joking. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm not from Runcorn, so I live there, but not from there. So I'm going to probably be a bit off pace for this session, because I've not even been on time trial to even get any sort of warm-up done. Did you get it for 129? Because it's gone back, 109. It's gone back up to 129 now. They've just increased the price again to 129, unless they've gone back down again. I have no idea. Let me just check if it's a different price on the app to when you search when you're online, because I searched it through the app last time. Just see. Yeah, the shifter's 20 odd quid, but they reduced it and then they increased it without the shifter to 129. So you don't even get the shifter for that. It's like they're just winding people up. Yeah, look, it's back to 129 now without the shifter. 128, sorry, yeah, 128.99. Weird, but you're lucky you got in there in time. You got a bargain there, I think. For that wheel at £109, you literally got a very good solid wheel that I mean, Lightning used to use it and top the timesheets with it as a goodwill. I have no idea of brake bias, so I'll try and work out as we go along. See how the rear reacts. Nah, that was a bit scruffy through the first sector. Yeah, I'll probably try and get on at some point and do the time trial to get fully up to speed on this track, and then... Don't think I'm going to have time to do a track guide though, because I probably won't get the quality of the time trial done till tomorrow. Oh. Oh well. Day 2 with no traction control. Forgive me if you hit anyone. Let's just do another lap on these tyres because we're going to do quite a big warm-up anyway. Oh, you've got to be... Well, that's going to ruin the start of the lap up anyway. Braking too late there. I need to shorten the braking distance a bit for that corner. This is annoying. I might as well pit for some new tyres and try again. If you got a T150 or T3PA, no. I don't think it'd be worth getting. Because the T150 base is an okay base, and you've probably got better pedals with the T3PA Pro pedals are a bit better, so you'd just be wasting money, if I'm brutally honest. I'd say that's a fairly equal combination, really. Yeah, I mean, with Group 4 cars, traction control off is fairly easy. They've got plenty of grip. You should be able to get used to it with Group 4 fairly easy. Let's just let him through. I should have really warmed up in time trial before I even tried to do this stream. I'm going to be everywhere. My PC, I didn't buy it personally. My esports team got me it a while ago. I think it was like £2,000 when they bought it for me, but that was quite a few years ago. That now. But that was because they bought it from PC World as well. They just wanted to get it there and then, and obviously get it working, because instead of waiting for someone to build it, we needed it fairly quick. It's not the most, it's probably not the best PC now, but it's fair, it's decent. I mean, I should be able to run the new aesthetic course and maxed out pretty much. Obviously just at 1080p though. Right. Just move that a bit. That little lift, the lift did a bit too much there. I think I could have took quite a bit more speed through that corner. Just need to brake a bit earlier here. Just a bit before the bridge. That was a bit too early. Could have revved it out more there as well. This corner, I always like braking nice and early for that, so I can hook the apex up and then get on the power into the chicane up here. And again, this corner I like to brake early for normally as well. Just as the curb starts, and then you can get to the apex better. I didn't hook that up at all. That was poor. Yeah, bit of a scruffy lap, but I'll get there. Just gotta get you warmed up a bit. I'd probably not today, Nations. I don't know if I'll be doing it. Oh, I'm surprised that's pole. I mean, that wasn't a very good lap. But what I'm going to do now is just test something out of wear before I start the race. I mean, I can go faster than that, but... yeah, the T150 and G29 will be very different in feel. I don't like... right, I really like the T500 because of the force feedback. It's quite aggressive. And I came from a G27. A G27 is identical to a G29. I've tried a T300 and I didn't like it. It felt too smooth to me. I didn't like the force feedback. It just didn't feel very, like... I just couldn't get much feeling from it. So, it's just down to personal preference, really. But you get used to what you use, I find. Yeah, you just kind of get used to it, and you just... It's like the T500, when I first got it, I was like, oh, not sure on this. But then, within a few days, I got used to it. We're still going purple with worn tyres. Shows you how much... We've got loads of time left. I think we'll be in the... We should be in the 51s, really, I think. I think this is going to be a one-stopper on the medium tyres for the Porsche. I think. Have to see. Yeah, it should be, because it's only 5 laps a stint, isn't it? Keep forgetting about that gear change. Right, we'll start this in a minute, because this looks like a pretty much simple strategy. I don't think the hards will do the whole race. I think they'll lose too much time at the end. But the mediums look like they're solid, so they should be solid for a one-stopper. Let's you guys think people will be cutting the corner? I think in the top split it won't happen, because I think people will know what people will start saying. You're in top split, you don't want to do that, because a lot of people will call you out. But then in the lower splits, I reckon you will find people that just don't care and will do it. But I have a very strong feeling that if they try it, they're going to get caught out anyway and get a penalty, because I reckon they'll do a server-side fix for that. I'm convinced they will. Don't hold me to it. They might not, but I think they'll know about what's going on that last chicane, and they might just change the track limit settings for the race to a stricter setting, and people will get caught out. And it'll be, do you know what? I hope that they do that, and then I hope that people try it and just get the race ruined. No, the corner cut's still there on this track. Morning, Jaxer. Direct drive wheels just don't have no weak spots, unlike Belgium. Direct drive wheels are just overpriced, so you won't get no benefit on games like GT Sport. Games like Assetto Corsa and iRacing on PC, that's when you're going to feel probably the benefit. But on GT Sport, a direct drive wheel, like I think you can get the you can buy the, is it the new Fanatec one? I can't even remember what it is. It called like the Podium, or I can't even remember what it's called. But it's like over £1,000 for the base or something. It's direct drive and all that, but I wouldn't be paying £1,000 for a base. Yeah. Right, we'll start this now anyway. You need to get out the pits if you're in that pit. I did put the message out. You're sat in the pits, you're going to be just not racing. Oh shit, Zany. You want me to restart it? I'll restart it if you want. Let me just... You'll commentate, okay. You just go on the broadcast. We've got time for another 2 races anyway. So don't leave the lobby, because we'll do another one. So I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes on this. I feel like my chair is gone weird. It's too far away. I should have done the little... Well, I know to do that now for the start of this race. Haha, I'm going to use me shifter glitch for the start of this race. No, we're not restarting. Not when auto drive, because we're not doing that every time someone gets it. We know about the rules in the lobbies. If you get auto drive, you wait for the next race. That's how it works in these lobbies, because otherwise we would just sat there not racing all day. It's too common, the bug, for me to restart lobbies whenever that happens. Apologies, but that's, you know, I can't just sit there restarting lobbies all the time. So whoever that was, apologies. So far, the one bias feels okay. I might need to alter that as the tyre wear kicks in, though. Lots of penalties. Oh, a penalty. That'll be where people are picking up the penalty. Not worried about that though. I'll know to avoid that in the real race though. So it looks like a lot of drivers are not able to run the medium tyres here, and they're losing a lot of time because of that. So it looks like some cars are just not going to be able to compete here. I know the SLS it'll kill its tyres on the front, so that won't be able to run the mediums. Is he on the hard tyres? Have a little look. I'm pretty sure he will be. But I don't think that SLS will be able to run the mediums, Zany. Ooh, a little bit aggressive into that corner. Should have braked a bit earlier. Now the tyre wear's kicking in. Yeah, he's on hards. I thought so. Lap times are holding up though. That wasn't a particularly good lap, but hit this lap and then put another set of mediums on. Ooh, the rear nearly went then. Brake a little bit earlier this time. That was a bit smoother. Right, seems alright. Yeah, the Cayman looks fine. So it's a mediums definitely if you want to do a pit stop strategy. I don't think the no stopper just won't really work here. It'll like on the last two laps, it will just absolutely kill its tyres. I mean, I think that's what Mac might be trying, but watch how quick we gain on him on fresh tyres now. I think you could even... I think there might be another strategy you could do with running... Like, you could probably get away with an undercut on these mediums. Oh, driving a bit messy. He's probably going to put the mediums on now. So he's probably wanting to get 6 laps out the hard, and then he'll put the mediums on for the last stint. Ah, a bit of oversteer, lost some time there. Oh, that messed me up. That'll lose me quite a big chunk of time. Oh, where are we going there? Too deep into the corner. Getting really scruffy. So this isn't bad though for our first ever. I've not even done time trial yet, so I'm sure once we've got fully tight, like warmed up on time trial, and then maybe tomorrow have a bit another warm up, we should be quite competitive here. It should be interesting. I think the only car that's going to be able to beat the Cayman on strategy will be the Alfa Romeo, because that's just insanely overpowered at the moment. The NSX might be close. Yeah, the 86, Toyota 86 will be very good also. That'll be a powerful car around there. I think that'll be fairly similar to the Cayman. I don't really know. I just know the Alfa Romeo will be overpowered. There's just no question with that. Any tips for the last sector? Smooth is faster, really. If you try and hit the curb, you've got to get the angle into them curbs, right? If you get, see, like there, even on the first sector, if you hit the curb slightly wrong, it will just kick the rear out. You saw me do it, I think, on the previous lap. It's just, you've got to get the angle right when you, like, bounce over the curbs on the left side, then the right side. If you're slightly out, it can really upset the car and, like, kick the rear out. So you just got to be a bit careful, but smooth as well. Smooth is faster at this track on that last sector. A lot of this track is really smooth faster because even this corner, slow in and then early on the throttle. See a little bit of oversteer, but it's better to obviously not get the oversteer. But you want to be smooth. It's faster around there. Like this corner again, I like to brake early, then clip the apex there, and then run over the curb a bit on the outside, and it just gives you a better acceleration out the corner. This corner you've got to be quite aggressive on though, like really chuck it in and then on the throttle early through the corner. Oh, we took a really wide line through there. We got away with it though, just about. The good thing about these tyres are, even when they're worn, they're not slippery. They've still got plenty of grip. You're right, Rachel. Yeah, it's very technical circuit. Will wreck the tyres, but the good thing about these tyres on the mediums, on the Cayman are, even when they're wearing, it's not getting slippery. It's just getting a bit of understeer here, and it's not really difficult to drive, which is good. So I think if I'm getting stuck behind the car, say, that's really fast down the straights, I could probably pit lap 4 on this one and just do 6 laps on the mediums at the end. It will be possible. I would have to see how... Nah, I don't think that'll be possible. I was thinking about the nose stopper on the mediums, but I don't know how much time the pit lane... I think you'd gain it back with the... Because there's so many fast corners and there's a lot of traction zones, it wouldn't be worth it. The new tyres will just give you such a big advantage. That'll be a penalty. I'm not worried, though. Well, man, I got away with it somehow. I don't know how I got away with that. Oh, I don't know. What's that curve? That's a bit suspicious, isn't it? As someone... I'm going to check the replay there. I feel like someone's tried the cut on that chicane. Looks a bit dubious, doesn't it? I think it's more than 7 or 8 seconds because I came out 6 seconds, 6.5 behind Mac, and he was quite a way behind. He was about 4 or 5. I think he was over 5 seconds behind. So it's probably about a 12, minimum 12 seconds, I would say. It's only all 12 laps. This is a 10 lap race. This There's no fuels. Oh, what are you on about? RSR? Yeah, I've done that. I did that with the on the daily, when it was a daily race. Do you mean, Jackster? I did that with the Golf, but it wasn't faster. It was faster just to pit. We worked that one out. The speed you could go through the corners was way faster if you pitted when this was the Group 3 race. Yeah, we did that with the Golf on stream. I won on the American account doing that, starting from last. I mean, it might have worked better starting from first, but I started from last position and did it because we were just coming through the field, and we won doing that. But I think it was still faster to just pit because I had a good the first race I did on when that was a daily race with I think he's in here now, Quentin. I did a reasonably good overall time with the pit stop. It wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. Yeah, the Cayman's sound on the medium tyres there, so it looks like I've got a bit of a tyre advantage. God help Calster. His four-wheel drive Lamborghini round here. His tyres are going to be gone on the hards after like 4 laps probably. He's just going to be understeering everywhere. So God help him. Yeah, the Lambo just kills his tyres. It'll be funny though. Rachel Williams donated $3.99 through Super Chat. Good morning. Practice definitely pays off here. Yep, 100%. Thank you very much for that donation, Rachel. I appreciate that massively. Yeah, practice does pay off, especially at a track like this where it's quite technical. Smoother is better. As they say, smoother is faster a lot of the time. It definitely pays off at this track. A lot of slow in, fast out corners like that. The tight hairpin, definitely a case of going into it quite wide and slow and then getting on the power as early as possible. I ain't driving Lamborghini. I've driven hard cars before. I've driven the Ferrari, which when it was on the old tyre model was, in my opinion, the hardest car to drive on the game. And we came P2 in the FIA. And that was in the pre-season when everyone was doing it. Org, we had Zocchi, everyone doing it. So I was quite happy with that. And that was when I used cockpit view as well. I can't even watch it, I don't think. Can I watch it? Yeah, I can only save it. Obviously, I'm going to do another practice race. Did someone cut the chicane on the... Oh, right. Yeah. On, do you mean on... turn 4? Where you run wide a bit? Yeah, as long as you keep your right-hand tyre on the track, though, if you go too far wide, it will just lose traction in your spin. You've got to keep your right tyres on the track. That was a trick from Project Cars, that when you run wide on that corner. Everyone used to do that on Project Cars. I don't know whether to try a no-stopper. I don't know if it'll be worth trying a no-stopper on the mediums, or... I just don't think it'll work. 10 laps, 12 seconds. We'll be ahead of anyone by a few seconds that are probably pitting anyway, so... there's no way it's going to work because 5 laps, the fresh tyres will be over 2 seconds faster, I think. But I just don't think it's going to work. Let's have another little warm up and qualifying. Why did I switch? Because it's faster. This view's just much faster in my opinion. I explained it about 100 times to be fair, so I went... There is a clear... On this view, there is a clear... For me, the front end is much stronger. And also, you can see the apex of the corners much better. And also, curbs don't affect this view as much as when you're in the cockpit. Like, the perfect example for me was at Bathurst when... in the cockpit view in Group 3, in the middle sector where you run up against... There's like them really fast left-hand corners. and you have to go over the curb on the right hand side to chuck it into the left-hander before you go downhill. Now, on the cockpit view, whenever I went over the curb, the car lifted and just went unstable. Switched to this view, nothing, didn't even move. It was perfectly fine over the curb, which made me, like, I had to check. As soon as it changed, I started going faster and faster. The cockpit view is definitely a few tenths slower, and it's just a lot easier to be consistent in this view as well. I mean, I use the cockpit view, and I can tell you 100% this view is going to be, in a race, I think in ultimate, like, time trial, it's probably a matter of a tenth or two. But in race conditions, when consistency comes in, this view is definitely faster for me. I mean, there's no question about it, to be honest. And that's why I use it. It's not the way I hit the curb though, Mac, because as soon as I went to this view, the exact same line, no difference, and the car doesn't do it. So it can't be just the way you hit it. I tried it with every car. I went back and kept going through it and testing it. And it also did it on a couple of other tracks where they had, like, chicanes. I think it's something to do with the camera shake in the cockpit view. Like, the way it, like, simulates the bump. Yeah, you can also feel the speed better in this view. It's got a better sense of speed. Whereas in the cockpit view, it feels a little bit slow and you can't really feel the speed you're going very well. Alright, let's see if we can get close to a 51 or something. That was too aggressive into that corner. The rear started to slide. Messing it up. Just not hooking it up at all. Yeah, we should be in the 51s. I'm pretty confident we'll be in the 51s because that was a messy lap, that. Yeah, I can imagine cockpit view being good in VR, but I'm not going to go to VR. I'm not going to try VR because I have tried it on PS4 on Drive Club. But I found that the VR headset isn't particularly... It's not advanced enough. It's not... The resolution wasn't high enough in my view. It was all a little bit... I want to say pixelated, but it wasn't sharp as when you watch it on TV. So I think when the PS5 comes out and they've got a new PSVR headset, like a more HD one, higher resolution, that's when I'll get it. And then hopefully they'll have the new GT on it with... hopefully full VR support where we can go online and race in VR. That would be amazing, that. I mean, if I was streaming that, though, I doubt I'd put the camera on because I'd look like a right melon sat there with a big VR headset on. And how would you read the chat? I was thinking this, like, if you had VR and you stream, how you can't read the chat or nothing, can you? So you just sat there talking to yourself, not a clue what anyone's saying. Alright, let's go and put some new tyres on and see if we can break a 51. Yeah, because it has to be 60 frames per second in each eye, because it's 2 screens technically, so that's why it's a lower resolution. That's why the PS5 is really needed with a newer VR headset, really, a more powerful version. You just run wide if you try and do it completely flat, to be honest. You just have to give it a little lift, otherwise you run too far wide out and lose time. Yeah, ask the missus to read the chat. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I think when the next big spin there from Mac, when the PS5 comes out and we have a new Gran Turismo, that might be when they incorporate more of the features in, because it's not powerful enough. They have to do it for the base PS4, so it's just not powerful enough, the base PS4. The PS4 Pro would have a bit of an advantage, but they need a new console out now. I think the time's come now where PS4s feels a bit dated to me. Like the old one is definitely dated. So my guess is the end of 2019 we might get PS5. That's my guess anyway. I would think the end of 2019. I mean, that's just me guessing. I have no idea. No, Drive Club was at 60 frames per second. Most VR games are 60 frames per second because they have to be. You can't run VR at 30 frames per second because you'll be vomiting everywhere. You'll just be being sick constantly. Has to be 60 frames per second, I'm pretty sure, because you can do it at 30, but you'd be being sick everywhere. I really want to hit like the HT Vive, the best one. It's like £1,000 or something, and then like play games like iRace and a Assetto Corsa on it. That would be amazing, I think. Right, so they've done their second lap. So if they do any other laps, it'll be on lower fuel. All right. Let's see if we can improve this. I had to give it a little lift. No, I turned in too early for that corner. Nah, I've messed this up a bit now. Frustrating because it would have been a good lap, I think. If I would have hooked them corners up, we'd be in a 51.5, I think. We'd be flying. Yeah, if I could hook them, well, 51.7 or something, I think, if we hook the corners up. Ah, that's annoying. This. Trying to think. I don't think the hard tire is just not an option. It's too slow. If you start on the hard tire, by the pit stop phase, I'm going to be 6 seconds behind. And then there's just no point doing a no stopper because you're going to literally, like Mac did, you'll come out and be right up to them when they're... You just catch them up too fast. It's not worth it. Drive Club in VR was... Yeah, Drive Club was really good. When I tried it, it was really good fun. They had the online working as well. You could race online and everything when I tried it at the studio. Yeah, I mean, when I tried, this was when I went to that Evolution Studios and tried out Drive Club. This was before it had even been announced. It had not even been finished, and like no one knew about it. We were sat there, and I was trying it, and he said to me, "Sit." While I was doing like quite high speed in it, and like quite a fast car on it, driving in VR. And he went, "Just stand up and just like sit up and look backwards out the sunroof." Oh my god, I've never felt so weird in my life. It completely threw me everywhere. I felt ill. No, this is, at the moment, I'm going 100% YouTube, mate. That's why I'm trying to push it out a lot of the time. And to be fair, so far, it's going really well. It's obviously, I could, like, I mean, if I went and got a job, like when I've had my own companies before, I could make more money doing that, but I think there's more potential in this, and I think there's more enjoyment for me doing this. At the moment, we're just about getting by with money, with like obviously the kids and that. But the fact that we're just about getting by just means that more motivation to push this even more. I want to get to the stage where obviously I've got iRacing a set course, and I'm pushing out a stream and at least one video every day. I'm getting close to that now. I feel like I can do it. I like streaming though, so like some people, when I watch them, they look like they don't enjoy it, but I actually quite like going on and streaming. The only problem I've got is having to set the stream up. It's a pain in the... Because obviously we're in the bedroom now. Hopefully in the future I'll have somewhere proper to do it and it'll be a permanent setup, but I have to... Every time I have to move the tellies, move them around, get the chair, like the stall in, everything to put everything up. It takes like 20 minutes just to set it up every time. That's what I mean. I'd rather do something that I enjoy doing and not earn as much than something that I don't enjoy and earn loads of money, because if you're not happy in what you do, then what's the point? Right, we'll start this. Is Mac ready yet? I've seen him say not yet, but I presume he's ready now because he's back up to P2. PRT Snake's up to P2, so... Are we ready? He's doing donuts. I think I've got my strategy sorted. I think it's just, unless someone shows me that there's a no stopper possible on the hards, and letting me Mrs. read the chat. I don't think we'll get in the 50s, to be honest. I think in time trial we'll be in the 50s, but I don't think in race settings we'll be in the 50s. Yeah, the chat's not bad. I think the chat's not too bad, to be fair. We've got good moderators that always come in and they moderate it quite well, to be fair. I think, to be honest, I think GT Sport's got one of the best community. I forgot to do the gear thing again. I need to do that, remember. I think it's got one of the best communities around, in my opinion. He might be trying a nose stopper behind. Oh, we don't want to do that. I only found that out the other day with the shifter. Wow, that was terrible. I'll read that in a minute when I'm on a straight. I knew I'd get a penalty there. Oh, I'm getting really scruffy here. What am I doing? Rachel Williams donated. Let me just see when I get through here. $3.99 through Super Chat. Oh my God, what am I doing? Do what you love and the money will follow you. Oh, thank you very much for that donation. Massively appreciated. I've just got a massive penalty. But at least I know that this is... I mean, it's just through lack of concentration that I'm letting him catch back up a bit, really. I was pulling out 2.5, so I think I've got the speed. Thank you for that donation. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, I agree. I'd rather be... It's better to do something you're passionate about than do something that might make loads of money but you don't enjoy. It looks like the penalty you can get rid of in the braking for a couple of the corners here, so obviously that's not going to affect you in the race because you're going to get it, so it won't affect me in this, so I just need to concentrate a bit now. Yeah, let's just get this gap back over 2 seconds. I think I've actually got a really nice brake balance though. One to the rear feels really nice in this Cayman. Might be a penalty, I'm not sure. Yeah, but that's the corner I need to be a bit careful on. That's the one that I need to be really careful on in the race. That's going to catch me out, that, if I'm not careful. We've got plenty of time, obviously, to get used to it, though. Trying to do the undercut, but he might get ahead of us. Might work for him, that, I don't know. That might work. That was better. That's how I need to do that corner. Yeah, I mean, if he's on hard tyres, then we'll get him on the braking fairly easy if he does get past. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got him. I'll be able to tell if he's not. Yeah, he must be on hard tyres because he's just dropping back through the corners. Yeah, the hard tyres, look how much slower they are. They're not worth touching in my view. I just don't see the point of them because they're well over a second slower and the mediums can do the middle, like the five split perfectly. On the Cayman, that is. I mean, in other cars, then you are going to have to use the hards. That was better exit speed from that corner then. Not so good through there though. Missed the apex. Not a bad race lap anyway. Yeah, iRacing, really good game. It's one of them games, though, that you will lose your life in because you literally... Yeah, if you really want to be competitive, you have to put so much time into it. And it's kind of one of them games where you can't afford to play other games as well. When I go on it, I'm going to try and be quite casual with it. So if I lose my iRating, I'm just going to have to just accept it. I'm not really going to be worrying about... I'm just going to be looking for some good races more so than worrying about being competitive, because GT Sport's my main priority, I think, really. Especially with next year's FIA, that's going to be quite a big priority as well. Yeah, I need to get my PC set up to stream the PC games through Streamlabs. I've just got to sort it out. I know how to do it, kind of. I've just got to see how it performs, though, because obviously if you're using the PC to play a game, then a lot of the processing power is being used for that, so I need to see how it'll cope. And also on iRacing, one of the things you gotta be careful of is your connection. I don't like with it being quite online intensive. If you're streaming on the same PC that you're obviously playing the game on, it can cause a few issues. All the equipment's in the description. Might be better when the tyres go to go down to second there to stop the understeer. I can't. That's the problem with that, is it's not a HUD camera, Jay. It's more of a roof camera. That's why I don't like that. It feels too high up. It feels like you're on the roof of the car, and it just feels weird to me. That it feels like Project Cars when you were on the roof. I never was a fan of that either. I had to drive Project Cars in the car. Obviously the cockpit view, but quite close in, so you couldn't see the steering wheel as well. And also, you don't get no rear view mirror, which is quite important. I much prefer having that rear view mirror there. A lot of it is just down to preference, but I used to play GT5 and all that on this view, so it was fairly easy to get used to. I'm just literally not concentrating now. I'm reading too much chat and talk, and I'm missing all the apexes, but we've got over 5 seconds in the lead, so I don't think it really matters. I just wish they would have added a proper like field of view adjustment so that you could like create a view that was a bit like Drive Club with the dash camera. That was so good to race with that, and that would be perfect for GT Sport. Let's just cruise through the corners. We got a massive gap. There's no need to push now. So we've got, I think we've got this covered for speed because we should have finished probably about 7 seconds clear there, but we backed off a lot on that last lap, so I think we've got it covered. I think with more practice we can start getting the qualifying into the 51s as well. How's he typing and driving? He's probably just put it into auto drive. One second, let me just... At least we look like we've got okay pace. I think if I concentrate, and obviously proper concentration, stream is delayed by a few seconds. Ah, right, yeah. The stream's about. I don't have it on the complete, like the closest completely live, because you can't save the stream then as a video. So I have it on the close, the version. The way I do it is so you can have the 3 hours. I think it's I think you can save up to 6 hours, and you can watch back up to 3 hours when it's live as well, the way I do it. So it's about 4 or 5, maybe 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds delayed, something like that. Yeah, we look like we got good pace. If I concentrate, I think I can pull away half a second a lap then. I just wasn't concentrating at the end. The last sector corner cut, I don't think it'll work so much when the FIA goes live, because I think they'll do a server-based fix for that. You didn't refresh it. Yeah, we got time for one more race. I'm gonna just... I wonder if it's worth I just don't think... The problem with the hard tyres are they wear just as fast as the medium tyres, so there is literally no benefit to them. I know what I'm going to try this time, just to see what happens, to see if we can just... I'm just going to try something. I don't think it's going to work, but it'll be interesting to see just how much slower it is. You know, to be honest, I don't even think it's going to be worth it when I'm thinking about it, because the no stop on the mediums, when you think about it, I think I'm going to... What was I I'd need to be hitting 140... Yeah, it's definitely not going to work. You need to hit 154s when all the way to the end on worn tyres. That ain't going to happen. So it's just 100... I might as well just keep practicing what I'm going to do. Hit lap 5 and just get it like completely sorted, because that's the fastest way. See you later, Mystic. Or Mac, should we say. Obviously, I'm not burning any fuel at the moment either. I'm just not really worrying about the fuel, so we'll do that in the proper race and hopefully get ourselves into the 51s. Oh, Zany! Oh, he's going as well. I don't know if some people are on a lap or not. Need to try and find some space because let's let this car go. There's a big gap after Zany, I think. I'll look for that. If I go in between them, I might catch some of them up. Good afternoon, Badgerman. Badgerman. So after this race, I've got a this is what I'm going to probably end this about. After this race, it's a very quick stream because I need to start editing the FIA manufacturer race. I recorded all the stuff before, but I'm going to put the European race and then add in the same video. I'm going to put the American race, but we're not going to watch the American race from any gameplay views because you can watch that race already from the stream. So I'm going to do that from like more TV replay camera views. And the reason I'm doing that is because my EU race was a little bit boring, to be fair. It wasn't that exciting, so I'm going to shorten that video and just concentrate on a few bits in it and then move on to the American race, which was so much more fun. It was a really fun race, the American one, even though I did nearly wipe someone out. Well, I did wipe him out, to be fair. But to be fair, when you watch it, because the reason that I got annoyed there was because of P1 when he completely whacked into me. No! That was awful. I wonder if I can do something here. Let's see. No, it's not going to work. Let's go in the pits. Change tyres. Modified GTR couldn't catch or overtake me in Daytona for a 12-lap stint. Is that Daytona Road? What Ferrari is it you've got again? I can't remember. I don't think I actually saw the actual Ferrari it was. So I really want to try and get to a 51. I need to do it because it should be possible. I think when I do the race and I'm burning fuel, we should squeeze a 51 out of it. And obviously when I'm not streaming and I'm putting a bit more... I don't know if I... What I'll probably do is very similar to what I did for the last FIA. EU race, concentrate on it for a video, and then American region, I'll live stream probably. Right, let's go for a lap. .355. Oh, I love the 355. That used to be one of my favorite cars purely because of The Rock. Who's watched on The Rock the film with the chase with the, was it a yellow for a 355? It gets crushed by the Hummer though in it. I nearly cried. Oh, I hope he doesn't hold me up. Did he just come out the pits then? I think he did, didn't he? Hopefully he'll move out the way. No, messed it up. I don't know if that was a little bit of... No, I don't think it would have been dirty air. Just because I got the apex too tight. Oh, these cars are going to hold me up. No! I swear he's on an outlap, this guy in front, though. Come on. Ah, it's annoying. It's probably lost me a... I think I lost too much time there with that. Still pole, but yeah, would have been faster for sure, especially with that mistake. I can't remember in what's that, GoldenEye? Was it Tomorrow Never Die? I can't remember, but I know there was a Ferrari in that, wasn't there? I can't think which one that was. I know that the 355 is one of my favourite Ferraris. One of the best sounding as well. You right, Phil? Afternoon. What time do you call this? I'm only messing. So we'll start this actually because that was my second lap, wasn't it? Even though I messed it up. We'll I think everyone else has had more than 2 laps. So you need to come out the pits because we're going to start this. Everyone's out the pits, so we can just start it, to be fair. It's definitely a case of just sticking to the medium tyres and just trying to make sure we don't get penalties. That's what I need to practice, really. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Wait for me. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Sorry, I wasn't reading the chat. Apologies. Yeah, the Renault probably really good through the corners, but then down the straight, you'll just get eaten up. Right, I've put the... I don't think my shifter's connected, so it might not work. No, I haven't got it connected. I haven't even got it plugged in on the USB. What a dope. So I need to remember to plug that in. So the first thing you got to do here is get rid of that slipstream. He's still got the slipstream, which is annoying, but... might have got rid of it there. They're pulling away quite quick this time. Gotta watch that understeer is building up then. Let's try and keep concentration and see how fast we can really win by. How much time I really win by, I should say, really. That was a bit scruffy. Yeah, that's what I want to do, is try and get this fast without the penalties. Oh, understeer kicking in. That was really messy, but try and recover it a bit on the rest of the lap. I knew I was going to go wide there, so I dipped it down to second gear, mainly to avoid getting a penalty. Oh, we missed the apex totally. That might be a penalty, that pit entry. That's what I want to test actually. Did that give me a penalty? Because then I know not to do that in the race. I think it was a penalty. So on the pit entry, I need to be careful because people will get a penalty for that. Look, pretty sure that was a penalty. Oh no, maybe not then. Maybe just got away with it. Hi, Nathan. No, Strocco won't do it. You'll need to go hards and do medium, or you could do maybe hards at the front, mediums at the back and try it, but I find that just creates understeer. Anyone in this track, like front wheel drive or four wheel drive cars at this track, are going to be royally messed up. They're just not got a chance. They're going to be so struggling for grip through the corners, like the long right hand corner here. They'll be understeering off down there. Need to go second gear there sometimes, I think. That might be a penalty. I knew that would be. I'm just trying to work out now. What's good though is I know where the corners where you're going to get a penalty are. So it's just that one I need to be careful of really now, because I've got the first part of the chicane sorted. It's just that corner. See you later, ZX Spectrum. Look at the understeer there. That'll be a penalty. If I get back over it, might. I want to see if you still get it if you get back over to the right hand side. Yeah, you still get a penalty. So that you've got to watch running wide there. So people in like the Lamborghini and the front wheel drive cars are going to risk getting penalties through that corner. Oh, that'll take some tyre wear out. Need to start concentrating again. I've gone really messy. In the middle, really, the Lexus. It's not particularly good. It's not particularly bad. It's better than front-wheel drive and four-wheel drive cars, for sure. At this corner, I need to be quite cautious of picking up a penalty, which is fairly easy to avoid doing that, really. And this is the other corner, just... That's okay, you won't get one for that. It's just when you run a bit further wide than that. That was really messy again. I know that when I concentrate though, I can just increase the gap, so... Oh, that is really horrible through there. Miss the apex. That's the thing, if you miss the apex, it messes you up through the whole corners then, but I feel like I've got this track sorted anyway. I think when it comes to the actual race, we'll be able to stream the American and get a good result streaming, and hopefully when I'm concentrating in the EU server, I'll be able to get a good race. It's going to just be about not picking up the penalties, which is the main areas. I think turn 3 isn't really an area because you can avoid that by just lifting off. Obviously in the actual race I'll just lift off. The chicane, that's a tricky one that you just got to be careful in there, but a downshift to second gear tends to stop that if you feel it going wide. And then the next right hand corner, that fast right hand corner, it's the only other place really you're going to pick a penalty up, or the risk of a penalty anyway. The chicane at the end doesn't tend to get it because you have to really cut it to do that. that'll be the last race anyway for the practice races, because I need to get on to start doing this video for the 2 manufacturer races on from the other day. Obviously, a lot of people will have seen one of them, but the EU one, it's just going to be a brief video on the EU race because it was a little bit boring. Yeah, it wasn't particularly great, that total time. I think I can get it down to a 1913, 1914, something like that, if I really concentrate. I am gonna sort out Discord. I will do. I've got it. I've just got to set up all the channels and stuff, and I might need to change my name. I don't know if I want to put my name as my YouTube name if I do it. So I need to just. I'm just so like with stuff like that. I just got to get around to doing it. It'll just take me literally about half an hour to sort out, and then I can let people know on there as well when I'm gonna go live. But I also like last night I did let people know that I'd be going live around 11ish, but obviously I ran a bit late. But normally I try and let people know on the community settings. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little look at that. Right, so let's just end this lobby. Let's have a little look at the cut that I think someone cut. It might have just been an incident where he's ran wide or something, whoever's done it. Texas. Possible. I doubt I'll be streaming later, but it might be streaming later also. There's a possibility, but I don't know. I think it'll probably just be tomorrow now for the FIA, the stream on the American account. I want to try and get all the other stuff sorted out for videos and stuff. Where are we? My library. It was on lap 9 and it would have happened, I think. I'll be able to find that. Just skip it to the end and then look for where the cone was there, and then we'll just go back through each car. Yeah, no pitting doesn't really work, I don't think. I think it's definitely a pit stop race. You lose too much time. Not there then. I think it was lap 9, but I'll just check. I feel like someone must have done it for it to be there because... Can't I go to other cars? It won't let me. Oh, there you go. Why won't it let... What is going on with this? That's weird. Go back. So it's... Why won't it let me go further back? I don't get it. That's weird. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Because then we're going to come to this now, and it was... Hey? Why is it not there? I'm confused. I have no idea what's going on here. Where is it? I swear it was there on that lap. I'm confused. Unless it wasn't actually there, it was just a glitch, I don't know. Yeah, but it's not there lap 10 either, that's the thing. It wasn't there lap 9, I don't think. I went on lap 9 and I couldn't see it. But it's not there even lap 9. It's gone. That's weird. Strange. Really strange that. I don't know where... It's as if it didn't happen. Dead weird. I don't get it. I wonder if the person that did it left the lobby before I saved the replay, and it kind of... It affects the replay that's been saved. Because now it's not showing. I have no idea. You wait there. Let's go to this a minute. I want to see something. Oh. This is the car I couldn't watch. See that he disconnects there. What car was in front? See, there's another car in front of him there though. Not that car. Lap 9 anyway, wasn't it? I just don't think it even happened. I don't know what's going on. Oh, whoa, 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 there it is. Oh. Is that Snake that's done? Oh my, come on, mate. It was, I have a feeling it might have been PRT Snake. It does not, do you know what? It doesn't surprise me, right? Well, you're not coming back in the lobbies, mate. Simple as. From now on, PRT Snake, you're getting banned from the lobbies because that's just, you're an idiot. What are you doing? I warned people before joining that. So Snake's banned from the future lobbies because that's just blatantly cheating to try and gain positions. Yeah. Why is he doing that though? He's fast enough that maybe he just doesn't like that he's not fast enough. Yeah, he's quick, so why is he doing that? So I'm not he's getting kicked from future lobbies then. I did warn people, I'm not having it. So sorry Snake, but that's just blatantly trying to cheat. He's obviously trying to work out the best way to do it, isn't he? Or see if he can do it. But there was no one behind him, so he's looked if anyone could see him. I still find it funny that he hit that. And then he got stuck on that barrier. What an idiot. I know it's only a practice lobby and it's not really important, but just don't even try it. When I did say no one wants to do it. Oh dear. We caught you out. He was obviously trying to see if it would work. I'd like to know if he tried that on one of the other laps as well. If you were watching the Delta on that last race, the gap went from like 5.5 seconds down to 3.8 through that last sector. And I was looking at it and I was a bit like, that's a bit weird. But I didn't say anything at the time, but because I thought he wouldn't have done it. But looking at that now, possibly he did. That's just pathetic, really. Yeah, it's just stupid. Why do it though? I mean, what? Even if you're doing it, you're obviously doing it for a reason, to see if you can get away with it. No, I've just done the lobby, mate. I'm ending the stream now because I need to. For half an hour before I pick the kids up, I've got to start working on my video. Do I wear shoes? No. I have a supply of slippers. There's another new pair. They're like sock slippers, so they're thin, but they have the grips on the bottom. They're literally perfect because they're a bit thicker than socks, so they give nice feel. But then they've got the grips also on the bottom. I've got like them ones. I've got some on my feet now. I've got another pair that are worn there. They're the worn out ones in case they get wrecked. I've got another new pair there. Got them everywhere. Got like a slipper collection behind me. And I've got the ones on my feet obviously as well. I stock up in the winter because in the summer they're hard to find. So I need to get a few more pairs as well soon, just to make sure I've got them for the summer. Let's just double check what track is that Nations race? Hold on. I think it's Kyoto, is it? Is it Kyoto? Yeah, Kyoto. Stocky up there. See, with the nations, I probably won't do that anyway because I don't know. I might do it. Let's just see what the. I've only done 2 rounds. I've done 2 okay rounds so far. So, one round, round 4 would have been a massive round if I wouldn't have binned it. And then obviously when my little girl woke up, that was a pain in the massive pain. But 2,500 points, 2,260. So not too. If I just pick up like 2-4 and a 2-3 or something like that in the final 2, which I think is possible because they're both quite good ones for me, might get a decent. Might end up in the top 10 overall. I should do. I think we're. What are we in the manufacture? We've got a bad round to get rid of still in this. Has she donated again? I didn't hear that. What's that? Sorry, I didn't even hear another donation. Rachel Williams donated $3.99 through Super Chat. Favorite EU track and favorite USA track. I didn't even see that donation. I mustn't have had the sound effect. I don't know why that's not come through. But favorite EU track is probably. Halstor would love this reply. Spa probably because I just love Spa. America track. Oh, that's a hard one because. Probably. I don't know. I like Laguna. I like Sonoma GP track, the Sonoma Raceway. I like Sebring, whatever it's called. I like Road America as well. I love Road America. I love Watkins Glen. Oh my god, I love so many American tracks. Jesus. You know what? It's probably Watkins Glen. I absolutely love Watkins Glen on Project Cars. Such a good track. And iRacing, it's a really enjoyable track. I like the fact that it's fast paced, but you know, mistakes and you're punished. No tracks. Yeah, Sebring's alright. I'm not a massive fan. I do like it when I got used to it. I only learnt it on iRacing. I had to learn it in the night, and I actually got some best results on iRacing on that. I got used to it quite well. I had a good setup, which helped. And I quite liked it once I got used to it. But I prefer Watkins Glen, Road America, and Daytona's not a massive fan. I don't mind it, but I would always pick Watkins Glen or Laguna over them. And Road America. Road Atlanta, I don't know the track, but I've got it on iRacing. I need to learn that. I do need to learn that track, really. I'm not really worried about snow tracks because yeah, Watkins Glen's proper bumpy on Sebring's really bumpy on iRacing. Also, Watkins Glen's quite bumpy on iRacing. A set of course is good at getting the bumps done on the tracks that they've got in it, but they haven't really got many American tracks on it. Whereabouts in what? Oh, are you talking to Caps? I thought you were talking to me, Nathan. I thought I'm not from Australia. Before you give Spa purely because I love Spa. I mean, there's so many EU tracks that I like as well, though, so it'd be hard. But I really like Spa. It's just like such a perfect track. You've got slow corners, really fast, aggressive corners, corners that if you make a mistake on, you're gonna bin it, and you do get punished at Spa. It's not like these new tracks where, you know, you run off the track and you've got like 200 yards of tarmac just to carry on. You make a mistake at Spa, you're in the gravel, you've binned it into the side, you're out. I like that. I rate 5 months. Yeah, I've got a renew for a year, an offer that I need to do before the 25th if I'm going to do it for. I think it works out about £45-50 for a year, which I'll probably do if I can get. I'm just waiting for YouTube. You get paid monthly on YouTube, and I haven't. They're a bit late this month, so I'm praying that it goes through before the. It's the 25th on Sunday. I should know. That's me. The missus's birthday on Sunday, so there won't be a stream on Sunday. Just to let people know, it's the missus's birthday, and Friday night, tomorrow night, there won't be a stream either. No, not tomorrow night. The following Friday. Sorry, because we're having people around. But I might stream in the day. A Redallion. For fictional tracks, I would Grand Valley. It'd be the one track that needs to come on this more than any other track, in my opinion. I absolutely love Grand Valley. It'll look amazing as well on GT Sport, going through that tunnel section. I really hope they add it. I really hope they're working on like. I feel like they've got to be, but then what's going to happen when they start like switching their attention to the new game? Are these updates going to stop? Are they going to slow down, or are they just going to carry on? And because they're good base work for the new game, who knows? I have no idea. Probably doing something on Sunday. I think we're going just probably to watch a film and something to eat. But we're having people around the following Sunday, and I think we're going for something to eat as well on another day with her friends as well. So yeah, we'll be going out a few times. But I'll have to end that now because I'm gonna have to. I need to start this video. I've got to do the editing, the really fun part. Not. I need to make sure that I can get all. I think I've got all the footage sorted to do it. I hope I have anyway. and then hopefully there'll be a video out tonight. So there probably won't be a stream tonight because I need to sort this video out. And then, what day are we on tomorrow? Is it Saturday tomorrow? It would just probably be a video in the day, and then the FIA Americas stream in the night. So make sure you check them out. Anyway, thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you, Rachel, for them donations. Thank you to Lucifer as well for his donation. Thank you to everyone else who donated and subscribed and just came into the chat and watched. I appreciate it. We'll be uploading a video later on today, so check that out. See you later, everyone.